This is Micah here, Project Aquaponics, doing a little update. Had things planted out for about 2 weeks now. Ran into a couple problems. I was just going to describe some of those problems and what I've done and show you some of the growth we've got going on here. So today is Thursday the 22nd of June. See, we got some nice growth here. We got our eggplants. One of them's just getting ready to bloom an eggplant. Some things are doing better than others. Herb garden looks pretty awesome. You can see all that. Some pickled cucumbers coming in here. Middle of the plants look pretty healthy. Now, one of the problems I ran into here is right before I put the fish in, I added some more of that seaweed fertilizer stuff. And I didn't know much about this. I did a little bit of research, and I found out what happened is I got a pretty nasty blue-green algae bloom. I guess that happens when your phosphates get too high, and I had, the high nutrient level in the water, and it got real warm out, so I didn't know if that was a problem or not, because I read that tilapia eat algae, but apparently it is a problem, and one reason why it is a problem that I found out immediately when I went to test my pH was that my pH was, really high. I'm not even sure how high it is, because it was off. It was higher than what I could measure with the test kit I have, probably around 9. And the reason for that is during the photosynthesis process in the daytime, the algae actually uses the dissolved carbon dioxide in the water, and dissolved carbon dioxide is acidic. So when it uses that up, the water becomes more base, raising the pH, and that's not good for the fish or the plants. And then also the pH will go back down in the nighttime, and then in the nighttime the algae will use up dissolved oxygen, which could suffocate your fish. If you let that get out of control, what happens is actually a die-off effect where the algae will use up all of the oxygen and everything in the tank will die. So definitely not good. So I finally figured that out last night after reading some more algae, because I really knew nothing about algae. It's actually a really interesting subject in and of itself. But so you see, I covered up my pond here, and I put this cover on over my tilapia. Eventually, I think I gotta paint that tank. But for now, I think just having it covered up, I'm not gonna feed the tilapia for a few days. They're gonna go and just eat that algae, because tilapia fry do love the algae. It is actually really good for them, even though it's not good for my plants. And it's not good. The pH swings aren't good for the fish, but the food is actually great for the fish. So that's what's going on with that. And show off a little bit more of the plants here. Got my strawberry plants. Got the pole bean here going up the pole. Squash. Got more tomato plants. Tomatillo plants. And over here, I pulled the corn out because it was not doing well. Apparently, corn needs really high nutrient levels, and the system just isn't advanced enough to do that. But I threw in seeds, and I already had them sprout in a few days. We just saw those. Let's see if I can show you. If you see that there and there, those are pumpkins. We've got pumpkins, beans, watermelon, and corn planted in here. It should be coming up. And we still have one pole bean and a couple marigolds. But, so pretty impressed and pleased with that. So, that's it. Mike out.